Hey everyone, so today is an exciting day because I'm bringing to you a beginner's guide to leg and booty. I remember when I first started the gym about 4 to 5 years ago. I started working out and I was googling things to do. I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't really know what the hell I should use in the gym. There was so many equipment, so many people doing different workouts, and I was kind of like overwhelmed, but most of all frustrated because I didn't know what I was doing. I want to bring it back to basics. And I want to bring it back to simple movements that you can do at the gym, take with you, and that you'll be confident enough to do at the gym and you won't be overwhelmed. So don't just think because it's beginners, it won't hurt or you won't feel it. Trust me, you will, but I'm just going to bring it back to basics. The first thing we're going to start with is booty activation. Now, I'm sure you've heard this before, or if you haven't, essentially what it means is waking up your glutes. I know I'm the kind of person that it takes a while for my glutes to activate, so essentially pre-exhausting or pre-activating your glutes will help fire them up, will help your muscles be aware that they're about to be worked. Essentially, it's a warm-up for your glutes, and it's amazing isolating movements to really help target your muscles in your glutes as well. So as you can see, super simple 3 activation exercises, nothing too complex, nothing too, fancy. One thing I want you to remember is if you're feeling it in your lower back when you're doing straight leg kickbacks, is to lean backwards a bit, or you can lean forwards. It's completely up to you. I prefer if I lean backwards a bit on the exercise, but if you lean forwards and it feels good, work with it. Everybody's body is unique and different, so if one thing works for you, stick to it. Something else might work for me. I know the gym can be a very intimidating place. I know when I first started out, I felt really self-conscious. I felt like other people were looking at me, but let me tell you something. When you go into the gym, having a workout ready, having a plan ready, you are going to demolish it. Put your headphones on, get your workout done. Don't focus on anyone else around you. Intimidation will come and go. There are times where I go into new gyms and I feel intimidated, so please don't feel like you are alone. But if you go in with this workout and you have this workout in mind on your phone and you're ready to smash it, you will feel great. Once you've activated, what I like to do is do one working set which kind of fires up my legs even more. Now this will really help activate your legs, activate your glutes, make your body aware that the focus here is lower body. So to do that, we're going to start with some standard sumo squats using a dumbbell. You don't have to go heavy for this. This is just repping it out, fire burning reps, just to get your glutes and legs working. So I want you to do 3 sets, 20 reps of sumo squats using a medium to light weight because it is such a high amount of reps. Once you have done your sumo squats, we are now going to divide the workout into 4 exercises. An exercise to hit your quads, an exercise to hit your hamstrings, your glutes, and finally your calves. You cannot forget your calves. Please, regardless if you're a beginner or if you've been doing this for years and years, don't neglect your calves. So the first exercise is going to hit those quads, and we're going to go straight into walking lunges or static lunges. Now you can pick either one, don't be afraid. If you're not confident and comfortable yet to do walking lunges, that is absolutely fine. I want you to try and perform static lunges, about 12 reps on each leg, 4 sets. Now what I want you to remember with static lunges is to keep your back as straight as possible, your core nice and tight, have your chest lifted, and also please don't feel so paranoid if your knee is over your foot. As long as your knee is in line with your foot, that should be your priority. If it's just a little bit over your foot, don't panic too much. Now what I also want you to do is keep a constant tension. So what I mean by this is when you come all the way back up, please do not lock your knee out. As you can see, the way I'm performing this exercise is kind of like pulsing, so I'm pulsing out the reps. This will keep a constant tension in the quads, it will fire up your quads, and also you're not going to cause any injuries in your knees and especially your lower back. Moving on to hamstrings, I've got a super simple exercise for you guys. It is laying hamstring curls. The reason why I opted for lying hamstring curls is because I feel when it comes to deadlifts, stiff leg deadlifts, conventional sumos, you're working a lot of your back. And for beginners, deadlifts and compound movements can be a little bit intimidating, a little bit scary. So by isolating your hamstrings, by lying down, this is a simple movement that you can do and perform without panicking about overloading, panicking about hurting your back, or panicking about that you're not doing the exercise correctly. So what I want you to do is place the weight in between your legs. As you can see here, this is kind of how I do it. If you can't lift the weight up, just ask anyone in the gym. They will help you put the weight in between your 2 feet. And simply what I want you to do is bring the weight down as slow as possible and then bringing the weight back up. You will have a constant tension in your hamstrings, and when you come back up, just give it a little bit of a pause to really hit those hamstring muscles as much as possible. Yet again, 12 reps, 4 sets. Nothing complicated, nothing fancy, but I'm telling you something right now, this will kill your hamstring. 12 reps, just trust me. Now we've hit our quads and our hamstrings, it's time to really isolate those glutes. And what I want you to do here is a standard dumbbell hip thrust. Now, if you don't feel comfortable using a barbell, dumbbells are just as amazing. And I feel with a dumbbell, I mean, when I first started out, I was using a barbell and it just got a bit complicated. It got a bit too much. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what weight to use. So I wish someone had told me that it's okay to use a dumbbell. It will be just as great as well. So place a dumbbell by your hip region. And then what I want you to do is bring your feet out a little bit pointed outwards. So externally rotate your feet. And this will help hit your glutes a little bit more. And what I want you to do is thrust the weight up, keeping your chin nice and tucked in. Your tailbone should almost be scooping underneath. So can you imagine like an ice cream scooper? You see how it scoops? That's exactly what I want you to do with your tailbone. Scoop it into your body and contract your glutes as much as possible. If you're feeling any pain in your lower back, you can perform this exercise laying on the floor, and these are standard bridges, and it will help not use as much momentum in the back. Don't be afraid to go a little bit heavier. I know it seems scary at first going heavy, but trust me, you are so much stronger than you think you are. And I wish someone told me that at the beginning, because I kept using the same weights over and over again, and I was wondering why I wasn't growing. And the reason being is I was letting my mind get the better of me, and you can use more weights. So what I want you to aim for is 10 reps, and you're going to be doing 4 sets of this exercise. Moving on to our calves. Now, I'm someone who doesn't necessarily like training calves, but I know I have to, because it's all about keeping your body proportioned and balanced and training every single muscle as equally as possible. So what I want you to perform here is 12 reps, 3 sets of seated calf raises. So when you are performing this exercise, when you are raising your calves up onto your toes, just hold it for about 2 seconds before releasing back down. This will keep attention, this will help contract your calf muscles, and it will just be a little bit more challenging. Now what I want you to do here is 15 reps, 4 sets. So kind of power through these reps as well. If you don't have a seated calf raise machine, that is absolutely fine. You can simply place a plate onto your lap and then just raise your calves as I am showing you here. So you can do seated raises, with a machine or a simple seated raise using a plate. Either one is amazing. So that is it, guys, a super effective beginner's leg and booty workout. I wanted to keep this simple, effective, and I wanted this to really just burn as well. I didn't want it to just be basic and you don't feel anything, because girl, let me tell you something, you will. Okay, so that concludes this video. Make sure that you're subscribed to this channel and make sure that you are following me on Instagram. Comment down below if you want me to do any more beginner guides, workouts, and whatever. I am here to help you. And remember that I love you always and forever. Bye.